Alright, so I'm back with a bunch of the branches I cut off of that Getsu Toku Azalea that I was working on in the previous video. And I said I was going to make some cuttings out of what I cut off. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm preparing the cuttings. I'm just cutting them off at an angle. And I want to reduce the leaves. These are, as I said, these are cuttings made from this year's growth. So they're soft, green, fleshy stems instead of woody stems. But because of that, they're also fairly short. Some of them are longer than others, but most of them are pretty short. But this is the best type of cuttings to use. It's going to give you the highest chance for success. A woody cutting is just much less likely to actually take. And if you watched the other video, I said I was going to maybe try a few different things with these cuttings. So I got 3 pots here, and one of them is filled with just ordinary potting soil, organic potting soil without any fertilizer. Next one here is just filled with sphagnum moss that I moistened up. I've never tried that before. Maybe it'll work. And the last one there is just ordinary sand. And I've got that moistened ahead of time as well. Sand I think is pretty good to use. It works fairly well, and it also is very easy to remove all the sand from the cuttings when you go to repot them. Like I'll be putting, I think, 3 cuttings in each one of these pots, and in the potting soil it's going to be a little difficult, or more difficult, to separate those next year when it comes time to repot them, where the sand will just fall away. You can rinse it away very easily. Azaleas don't mind being bare rooted, so it's not a problem there. I'll start with sand. Take my little stick. Poke 3 holes in it. Put the cutting in the rooting powder. Knock off the excess. Drop it in the hole. I'm just going to pack the sand around them a little bit, make sure there's good contact against the stem. That's that. It's the potting soil. Do the same thing. Make a hole. Make the hole so that I'm not just brushing the rooting powder off as I push it into the hole. Yeah. Sorry. Same thing. Pack that in a bit. And sphagnum moss. I'm not sure how poking a hole in the sphagnum moss, how well that's going to work, but I'll give it a try. Again, I've never tried to grow a cutting in sphagnum moss, so I'm not sure how well it'll work, but it seems to me like it should work fairly well. pack that away like this. I don't want the leaves touching the surface. It'll just be wet all the time and end up rotting. Okay, so there's my little experiment. I'll do an update on how they're doing. See if one maybe works better than the other. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.